All right, so check me out, right? When you're born in a geographical location, you need to understand that there's going to be certain things that you actually literally believe are normal to do, like celebrating holidays that are provided for you by Jews and Masons, like going to certain church ceremonies that are provided for you by Jews and Masons, participating in certain holidays like December the 4th or Christmas, provided to you by Jews and Masons. Now, what I need everybody to understand is this, right? You are literally consecrating, the same way we squeeze oil out of an olive. You are consecrating a substance with your mind based on you paying attention to their design that is actually the secondary design based on the universal imprint that is actually all around us. So all these Jews and Masons did was re-engineer God and reverse engineer a bunch of shit to create a bunch of mechanisms now mechanisms that we worship now and call that a part of the world. Now, for example, right, the cell phone I'm holding right now, they got this from understanding that the real cell phone is this body, this temple of God right here, because we communicate with people in unknown, mysterious ways. But if you don't, but if you're not tapped in to the other parallel dimensions, which information travels through as well, you're not going to necessarily be able to do these perceived to be supernatural human things, but it's really not supernatural. These are things that we all do. We all interpret vibes, informations, vibrations, and vibrations have many different spectrums. Someone else can be in the spectrum of redshift, aggression, passion. Someone else could be in the spectrum of the blue shift, peace, communicating, and things like that, right? So what we gotta understand is we have to stop giving up our energy via paying attention to all their programs, because the blessings never come down to you. Like, look, when you go to church and you pay your tithes to the pastor, the pastor is going to tell you Jesus is going to give you that money while you is giving him physical money. Why can't the pastor do the same thing that he's telling you? Jesus is somehow mysteriously going to bring him money in his life. Why can't the pastor do that? So that don't even make no sense. The pastor is basically going against what the fuck he said. He's asking you to give him money, but in his life, we can see that he gets his paycheck from you paying tithes to the church and shit like that, right? So when I look at humanity, I start to think that humanity must be unaware of its own potential, that humanity can literally create their own version of reality just via understanding the universal imprint of energies. But you guys keep worshiping the Masons and the Jews' universal imprints of energies. You gotta understand how they made these things with the mind via understanding what world we're in. But see, the Jews and the Masons, they have 2,000 years, 30,000 years plus of experience ahead of you. Some of you guys are still fucking smack monkeys, coming from like being birds, being orangutans, monkeys and shit like that. And that's not me dissing nobody. I'm just telling you the truth, because otherwise you would be aware of this shit and you would know what's going on. You would know that politics is a 180 degree divided from a 360 that we all observe around us. Look at you right now. Right now, you can observe a 360. You can divide it into 180 degree. You can tell one person go on that side, another person go on that side, based on creating the illusion of choice and based on creating the illusion of freedom that, hey, you do have a choice. But in reality, you don't have a fucking choice. You just was born to this world and you started being involved in witchcraft and rituals and spells and paying attention to signs, aka flags, and for the church it could be some fucking crescent moon, or the church it could be the cross, but you don't understand what you're actually doing. You're supposed to become your own sign, not worship a fucking sign. That's what you need to understand.